If you've been around on my channel for a long time, you'll know I cover a load of different subreddits on here. I make videos on, pretty much any subreddit that I enjoy, to be honest. Story-based, image-based, it doesn't matter. I cover everything. However, one thing I've never disclosed to you lot is which is my favorite subreddit, but also, perhaps more importantly, which subreddits do I absolutely despise and want to get rid of the internet forever. All of that will be revealed in today's video, as I'm going to be ranking my favorite subreddits from most favorite to ones that I absolutely despise. As you can see on screen, I've made a lovely little tier list. I've got about 20 to 25 of the most popular subreddits on the entirety of Reddit, and I'm going to rank them. Now, first of all, I have to establish what the categories are. First of all, we have elites. These are the sort of subreddits that you would go on pretty much 24/7, whenever you want, really. Whenever you get a chance, you're on there reading stories, looking at images, telling your friends about them, sharing them, whatever. You just love them, okay? You'd go on them every single day if you could. That's elites. Then enjoyable. Those are the sort of ones where, you got a bit of free time. You're like, yeah, I want to go on Reddit. I'm going to hit this subreddit up. That's enjoyable. Then, sure, this is all right. Kind of the procrastinating tier, I want to call it. Ones where you should be doing something else better with your life, or you're kind of just like putting off something that you need to do, and you're like, all right, okay, I'll go and look at Reddit for a little bit. You go on this subreddit just to kind of, take that boredom away for just a little bit of time, even though you probably shouldn't. Next up, meh. Does what it says on the tin. Kind of average. I don't really have any relationship with it. It's okay. I don't particularly like it. I don't hate it, but I wouldn't choose to go on it. And then finally, this is the one that, probably a lot of you want to hear about from me. Which subreddits do I think are absolutely trash? I wouldn't care if they burned. Pretty much. I want them off of Reddit. I want them off the platform. I don't want to see them again. You're going to find out in this video. Yeah, before we get into it, obviously, all of these opinions are my own. And of course, this is not every subreddit that I'm ranking right here. Just, a few that I've chosen. And yeah, please feel free to absolutely destroy me in the comments below if you think I've made a massive mistake. I haven't though, because it's my opinion. Anyway, here we go. All right, so first of all, we have the absolute GOAT, EntitledParents. Now, you're probably thinking, it has to be elite, right? Well, you're right. It has to be elite. It's the GOAT subreddit, man. Like, literally, my channel is built off of this subreddit. Without this subreddit, I probably wouldn't be alive, because how would I pay for food? Think about that one. I definitely wouldn't be a YouTuber, that is for sure. It was back in February 2019 where I made my first video, and quickly it became clear that loads of you loved EntitledParents. Everyone loves laughing at Karens. It's the GOAT subreddit. It's been around for 2 years now. I'm a big fan. I always will be. It'll always have a place in my heart. Elite tier. Next up, EntitledKids. Now, this is one, that I haven't really covered as much. It's not elite for me. I don't think it can ever be of the same ilk as EntitledParents, because EntitledKids infers that there's no Karens involved, and everyone loves a Karen. Is it okay? Is it enjoyable? Honestly, it's all right. It's all right. It's not amazing. I wouldn't choose to go on it. There are other subreddits that I'd rather go on. It's okay. Now, InsaneParents. This is one that I absolutely... I'm sorry. It's going straight in elite tier. Again, my most popular video of all time is on r/InsaneParents. If you haven't heard of it, it's EntitledParents, but it's upper level. It's crazy stuff, like parents kicking down doors. I saw once where a parent was dangling their child off the side of a building. That's an amazing thumbnail. But hey, it's got to be up there. I really enjoy it. It's pretty crazy to see the stuff that goes on it, but yeah, definitely elite. All right, now moving on to the first of the revenge subreddits. As you can see on screen, I've got about 5 here, so I can rank them all very, very quickly, or try to anyway. First of all, ProRevenge. This is the classic. It's not going to be elite for me because, I haven't made loads and loads of videos on it. And the stories are great, but they're not, top tier. Some of them are, some of them aren't. But it is like one of the GOAT subreddits, especially for YouTube content as well. It's one that you lot love, and it's one that I'm still making videos on today. Very enjoyable. Now we get into the interesting ones. We get into NuclearRevenge. I think this is SupernovaRevenge, then Blackholerevenge, and then BigBangRevenge. Honestly, these are all pretty similar. I've tried to put them in order of which I think are more severe. And if you've been watching my recent videos, you would have seen that we're kind of ramping up the revenge stories as we go from subreddit to subreddit, and they're getting more and more severe. To be honest, they are all enjoyable. Are any of them top tier? NuclearRevenge is close for me because the stories are like unbelievable in there. There have been a couple from other subreddits, other revenge subreddits that have, kind of shocked me. Once people just get murdered and then they go for revenge 10 years later, still in the back of their mind that they want to get revenge on the murderer, stuff like that. But I think, I'm going to whack them all in enjoyable. I'm gonna whack them all enjoyable because I do enjoy them all and I would go and read them all. If anything, BigBangRevenge is probably just about okay because it's got about 3k members and there aren't that many stories on there. So just because there's not enough content, in my opinion, on that subreddit, that's gonna go down a tier. But the rest of them, yeah, very enjoyable. Next up, we have r/Olderthanyouthinkiam. Now, this is a classic subreddit as well, and for me, it has to go in enjoyable. The only issue I've got with it is that the stories are all very similar because, you know, obviously the whole premise of the subreddit is that people in stories are actually older than other people think they are. After you've read, what, 10, 20 stories from that same subreddit, they all kind of become the same. So where it started as enjoyable for me personally, I think, to be honest, it's now dropped down to all right. It wouldn't be a go-to for me as one that I was looking to read in my spare time or even necessarily make a video on. It's just a bit too samey. And to be fair, it's similar with Idontworkherelady. I'm grouping Idontworkherelady and I Do Work Here Lady together. I think as a combination of the two, they would be enjoyable because there is enough differentiation there between the stories. But on its own, similar to Older Than You Think I Am, the stories are just too similar. They're great, don't get me wrong, but they get a bit samey after a while. All right, next up, the first controversial one, let's say, is Cursedcomments. Look, I haven't made too many videos on it. If you want to see a video that I have made on it, then you can go and search for it because I have made a couple. I just love dark humor, man. And those of you that know me well probably know that. And Cursedcomments is so dark. It's not for young people. Let's just leave it at that. But yeah, if you want to see really dark jokes that are just unexpected and will guaranteed make you laugh if you're into dark humor, that is a subreddit for you. Honestly, I need to make another video on Cursedcomments. It's too funny. It's actually rarely one of the subreddits that I look at more in my free time than when I do actually making videos. Maybe we should change that. Let me know down below. It's got to be elite tier. It's just too good. Now, I know what you're thinking, yeah? So far, everything's been okay. Relax. Gachalifecringe. What is it? I don't understand. I've seen videos on it. I don't get it. I know what Gachalifecringe... It's just not for me, guys. It's just not for me. If you don't know what it is, I wouldn't advise going to search it. If you do know what it is, please enlighten me because clearly I'm just not on the same wavelength as all the members, but it's not for me. It's weird. It's cringy. I guess that's kind of in the name. It's just not really my humor. It's just one of those, you know. Don't abuse me for it, but I would never ever frequent that subreddit, and I'm probably never gonna make a video on it unless you lot all request it desperately because it's not for me. All right, next up, another very controversial one. Noahgettheboat. Back in the day, we had some channels getting deleted for making videos on this on YouTube. It's not as up there as Cursedcomments for me because it's just a bit too much. Some of the stuff on that, honestly, if you get caught with this on your computer or on your phone at work or in school, I'm not just saying this, you've got a good chance of getting suspended and losing your job. It is that severe if you don't know what it is. It is enjoyable. Don't get me wrong, it is enjoyable. It's not elite. It's close, but it's not elite. Again, look, I like dark humor. That is my humor. If you don't like dark humor, that's not the one for you. Stay away. But, you know, I'm a big fan of it. And, yeah, it's a controversial one, but it's enjoyable for me 100%. Okay. Now this is, okay, great story. This is r/Showerthoughts. If you haven't heard of this subreddit, it's elite straight away. If you haven't heard of this subreddit, then you need to go back and watch my first ever video on this channel almost 2 years ago now. In fact, over 2 years ago now. I've just clocked. My channel's older than 2 years. Amazing. That's my first ever video. It was on r/Showerthoughts. Pretty much, if you haven't heard of it, it's thoughts that would just randomly come to you in the shower that are maybe quite poignant, interesting, not interesting, boring, strange. Doesn't matter. Anything that would just come up in your head whilst you're just, you know, having a mundane shower, you put on that subreddit. There are some really interesting things. Genuinely, the reason why I made a video on this subreddit right at the beginning of my channel was because I would find myself in uni, chilling on my bed, you know, maybe after a night out, maybe after doing some work, just scrolling for honestly hours, reading little one-line shower thoughts and going, that's amazing. It literally, for hours of my life, would just encapsulate everything I was doing. Pretty crazy. I don't think I've ever procrastinated harder. And I know I said that this would be the procrastinating tier, where you're just like, oh, I want something to do. But no, I thoroughly enjoyed the time that I spent on shower thoughts. And obviously, it's my first ever video, so it's got to be at the top. Honestly, though, I don't spend as much time now as I would like to on it, but it has to be elite for me. All right, another one. That I don't get. This is bread stapled to trees. It's literally, if you go on a subreddit, yeah, bread stapled to trees. Just images of literal bread attached to trees with a staple. I don't get it. Oh, now AskReddit. This is definitely going to be... Ooh. Is it elite? No. Is it enjoyable though? Yes. I really do enjoy it. You get such a variety of questions that are asked, and the comments and the replies are always so good. If you go on r/AskReddit, right, search by most popular of the week, and then with your question that you choose, yeah, go down below on the replies and sort that by top. Some of the answers that have loads of upvotes are pretty incredible. I've really enjoyed the videos that I've made on them. I'm starting to make them even more now than I used to because you guys seem to really be enjoying them. Could be anything depending on the question, and that is probably why I love the subreddit so much. There's so much variance. Definitely an enjoyable one that I would go on in my free time, 100%. Now we have r/Facepalm. It really wants to be an enjoyable, doesn't it? It really does. It's gonna be there. It has to be there because I've never not enjoyed going on Facepalm. The only problem that I've got is when it gets a little bit political. That's when I'm like, oh, really? It's getting a bit dead now. But overall, I love seeing people just make mistakes and laughing at them. Does that make me a bad human? Almost definitely. But I laugh. So realistically, who cares? Not me. It's fun. Everyone likes it. Definitely enjoyable. Okay, mildly infuriating. This is. I'm mildly infuriated by it. Because it's just alright. I used to like it more, but I mean, is it even alright, or is it just? It's just meh. It's just I would never actually go on that subreddit. I'll be honest. Maybe I'm in the wrong here, but let me know down below. Do you like it as a subreddit? It's alright. I just would never go on it. Okay, this is going to be a controversial one. I can already tell. r/memes. I can literally hear your screams. Don't worry. I know that I'm going to be in the vast minority here. The vast majority of memes on r/memes are trash. Maybe that's why it's so popular, but I go on, I'm like, this is so boring. So standard. Like, some meme subreddits have better memes than r/memes, and I know that r/memes is the original, meme subreddit. It's the original meme page of the internet, really, but it's just like bland. There's loads of stuff which is just like cringy. If I go on it, sort by top, I'll laugh maybe like 1 in 20 memes, which is not a very good hit rate. You've got to agree with me there. It should be at least like 1 in 2. Come on, it's r/memes. Yeah, trash. Never go on it. All right, now we have OddlySatisfying. This, I think, is a subreddit that I've never made a video on, but it is one that I do like going on sometimes. I think it's just okay. It's not amazing. Sometimes the content on it is like very mundane, to be honest, and it's just not at all satisfying. But when you get that one clip where you're just like, oh my god, that's incredible, at that point, yeah, it's elite for me. So I think everything balancing out, it's okay. Now this one is actually Madlads. You wouldn't know it from the picture, but don't blame me, because that is what the mods of r/Madlads have created with the icon. They should get something better. And for that reason alone, it's not going in elite. And to be fair, is it enjoyable? It is enjoyable. It actually might be enjoyable for me. I was gonna before I picked it up, I was gonna say it's alright, but Madlads are just funny because they just do what they want. It's like everything I aspire to be is in that subreddit. I want to be a mad lad when I'm older, therefore it's enjoyable. I want to go on that subreddit to learn how to be a mad lad. And yeah, hopefully I'm on the way. I guess. Okay, now we're coming to a popular one. This is r/anime. And for me, as someone who has never watched any anime in my entire life, it's trash. Don't get me wrong. I know what you're commenting. You never know until you try. Shut up. A lot of people like me, I know, don't know about anime. They don't watch anime. Then they watch one series of whatever it be, something to do with dragons and balls. I'm still waiting, I guess, to really get engrossed in anime. For now, I can't enjoy r/anime without being actually interested in anime itself, can I? That would be weird. Trash. And then finally, the GOAT subreddit. I actually should make a new tier just for it. Yeah, we'll just chuck it right at the top there. Unfortunately, I can't chuck it at the very top, but it will go ahead of everything else if it lets me. Thank you. I was going to say, I thought Entitled Parents was trying to nick the crown. Yeah, good. You stay there. You stay in second place. If you don't know what this is, r/Redditoryt. It's my subreddit. It's our subreddit. If you've not heard of it, you've got to go and get involved. It's actually pretty much a concoction of the best of the rest of these, if I'm being honest. And I'm not being too arrogant there, I hope. But I'm just saying how it is, guys. If you want great stories posted by you lot watching right now about anything, that's the place for you. If you want great memes about the channel, me, Karen's, and if you want general good banter, then it's on there as well. I mean, look, I need to make a video on it, that's for sure. A dedicated video on my own subreddit. There are over 32,000 members on there. 32,000 of you guys. If you're not a member already, if you're not following, go follow. It's in the description. It's in the pinned comment as well. There's a reason it's an elite tier, man. You just got to back it. You just got to go see what's going on. Let's try and hit, you know what? I'll set a goal. 40,000 40,000 by the end of this video. I know we can do it. 40,000 members on my subreddit. And yeah, then I'll try and make some dedicated videos on it because there's a lot of good content there that I'm not currently covering on my channel. And that's my mistake because you lot are giving it to me. I need to reciprocate and make a video out of it. Elite subreddit. Go and check it out if you haven't done already. Anyway, yeah, that's going to do it for the subreddit. Obviously, guys, this wasn't, you know, loads of different subreddits. It was just, you know, 20 to 25-ish. If you have ones that I missed out and, you know, that it's paining you that I didn't include them in this video, then that's absolutely fine. It's probably to be expected. I want to make a part 2 to this one if you guys enjoyed part 1. So yeah, please, if you enjoyed it, drop a like on the video. Comment more subreddits that I need to rank in the comments below, of course. And yeah, you know what? I'm going to leave the link to this down in the description below. And then you can just rank the subreddits yourself and rank them in whatever order you want. I would just advise not moving this one, yeah? That has to stay in Elite unless you're not a fan of me. That made me sad. But yeah, overall, I think I'm happy with this. I think there's a nice little spread here. If your favorite subreddit is one of these, I'm sorry. But it's just not for me, man. It's just not for me. If you're up here, though, yeah. We can be very, very good friends. Very, very close. But yeah, that's going to do it for this one. I hope you did enjoy it, guys. A new video on my channel. I've not really done something like this before. If you did like it and you want to see more like this, comment down below as well. Letting me know that you want to see more videos exactly like this one. And yeah, that's going to do it. I'll see you all tomorrow with a brand new upload. Stay safe, stay nice, stay inside for a week longer for me in the UK. All right, bye.